Hello, this tutorial is about RMS record keeping related to school and students, which is under the school menu here, and it entails three topics of teachers, classes, and students. I'm going to start with um, teachers, and as you can see, this is really just a list of teachers in a particular school year. And in here, you could add a teacher, you could um, update the information of the teacher, and you could also delete the teacher. Now, notice that this is basically just a simple contact information for that teacher in case a school principal or coordinator wanted to contact them, and phone number, address, and what have you. It doesn't have a lot of details, and it's meant to be a simple um, uh, place to keep that sort of information. Um, and that's really all there is to that section. I'm going to go to the next section, and that is classes. And classes could be uh, organized as a simple entry for one class, first grade, second grade, or you could have a first grade A and first grade B, first grade C, or what have you. Or it could be um, one grade, like the grade 5 here, for instance, being multiple classes, math, reading, science, and what have you. So each one of them could have different teacher assigned to it, description of it, a prerequisite for fifth grade. You have to have a completion of fourth grade, yada yada yada. So these are just um, information that could be kept for that class. Now, if I go back to all of these classes and I double click at one of these classes, like class one, it shows me class outline. And so here, where it's specified, there's homeworks and quizzes and tests that has to be done in this class, and this could be as detailed as possible. I've just added a few records for the simplicity's sake, and you could look at these and you could update them, or you could add new records or what have you, and or delete ones and revise them. Also, notice there's a button, grade distribution button. If I bring that up, it shows me that since I have a bunch of homeworks and a couple of entries of quiz and a test, there's three categories of um, items here, and homework constitutes 80% of the grade, and the quizzes constitute 20%, and test constitutes another 20%, which adds up to 80%. Again, these could be modified and changed per a particular teacher's specification. So that takes care of that. And if I double click in this class and look at print the students in that class, it brings up this report, which is basically a paper copy that could be handed over to a teacher by the principal saying, here's your students for your class in a particular year. It could be emailed also, and various ways of trying to get this data out. So that's another thing that's available there. Lastly, there's this add the class outline to a particular class. If I do that, it says, oh, this class already has an outline. Okay. But if I double click it, this one, notice that class 4 does not have an outline. So let's say I just want to copy my third grade. Let's see, third grade has an outline. I'm going to copy the third grade outline for class 4 and start from there. So I just do that, and it says, okay, year 2016 and grade 3, and class ID is also 3, and class subclass is A. Let's see, yeah, it's A. And I say, okay, that, and copy it to um, this grade 4. So I click that, and it says, okay, it's copied. And now if I go back and double click at class 4, you notice, oh yeah, it's got all the items from class 3 for class 4, and also it has copied the grade distribution data for it too. So now I've set that up, and I could go in here and modify these and change them if I want to. So that's a way to quickly be able to copy outline and grade distribution for a class that you just set up that didn't have those. Um, and I think that's all there is to it for the class section of the discussion. Now let's go to the students. And in here, it's just a list of students in that school basically. So if I just go query for grade 1, it shows me there's my grade 1. And so let's take one of the students, Anna Marie here, and I'm just going to double click at it. And it says, okay, Anna Marie right here um, is in grade 1 and grade first grade class. And if I look at, and currently has 84% on the grade average, and she's a B student. So if I double click at this further, it now brings up these outline of the class that's already been completed. So if I go here, let's say I add, okay, I want to do a test, the final test here, and let's call it final. And I go in here and I say I want that open, and I want that for right now 0. I'm just going to add a record here. Now it added one more final test here. That's intentionally, I'm going to leave that open, and let's say we haven't gotten a grade for it yet. And so, but that's keeping track of Anna Marie's performance in that class and the grades that she's getting on various items. And that's a class outline. If I click at this print the report card, it would bring up Anna Marie's report card and say in that class she's got 84%, she's a B student, and so on and so forth. So this could be a report card that could be sent by the student home to their parents to tell them how she's doing in school and what have you, or at the end of the year given to the parents or what have you. Okay, so that's that. And now I'm going to do one other thing here, and I'm going to say, okay, so she's done, and I'm going to actually promote this person, Anna Marie, to the second grade. So if I go in here and I say promote Anna Marie to second grade, grade 2, subclass A, and I do that, and it says, oh, notice there's some stuff, items left in the class outline that need to be completed before she can be promoted. And I did this intentionally because if I go back and I go back to Anna Marie's class again and I double click at this, and this item that I added, the final test, is not complete yet. So I'm going to go in there and I say, okay, I want to complete that, and I want to make that C for complete status, and she got a 98 in that last final exam. And I update that. So when I update that, it says, okay, that's done. So that's all complete. Now everything is complete in this outline of the class. And I cancel out of there. And if I go and search this, you notice something happened here actually. It changed to 84 and a half. She's still a B student, but it went up a tad. So it actually recomputed the GPA for Anna Marie. I could go back and click at this and it shows that. That's depicted in the report also, on the report card. Okay, so now we've done that, and we go back in here and say let's promote. This would be at the end of the year by the student or by the by the teacher, and we are going to promote her to second grade. And when I do that, it says a student has been promoted, and Shirley in this list here already shows that she's in second grade now. And if I double click at this and notice that she's already gone to first grade B, and second grade is still 0 because she obviously hasn't done that, but you can see the classes that she's taking and passing is going to appear in this list. So that's the let's go back to all grades here and all the students, and you could have by grade search for students or what have you, and you know print, promote them, and change the year, for instance. That's another thing that I wanted to mention. So in case we're going 2017, you could simply change 2017 and update that particular record and the grade and what have you. So that is the way that school administrators would be able to basically keep records of the students in the RMS system here. Hopefully that's useful, and hopefully you guys would like this and would be used in the school system. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to the next video. Bye.